The clock struck midnight in the small, secluded town of Ravenswood. As the heavy fog rolled in, cloaking the streets in an eerie blanket, the townsfolk locked their doors and drew their curtains tight. It was the night of whispers, a time spoken of in hushed tones and fearful glances. Sarah had recently moved into the old, creaky mansion at the edge of town. She was new to Ravenswood and knew nothing of the whispered legends. Determined to write her novel in peace, she ignored the warnings of her neighbors. Tonight, however, she would learn the true meaning behind the whispers. Sarah sat by the fireplace, sipping a cup of tea while the crackling flames provided a sense of comfort. Suddenly, she heard it, a faint, almost imperceptible whisper drifting through the room. She set her cup down, straining to listen, but the sound vanished. Shaking her head, she convinced herself it was just the wind. Moments later, the whisper returned, louder this time, carrying with it a chill that made Sarah's blood run cold. She could barely make out the words, "Leave, leave now, before it's too late." Her pulse quickened, and she stood, looking around the room but finding nothing out of the ordinary. The once cozy mansion now felt menacing. The whispers grew more urgent, more desperate. "They are coming, the shadows will take you." Sarah grabbed a flashlight and ventured into the hallway, her curiosity battling with her fear. As the beam of light cut through the darkness, she saw them, shadows that moved independently of the light, shifting and writhing as if alive. Panic set in, and she stumbled backward, dropping her flashlight. It rolled away, casting erratic shadows that seemed to multiply and converge. The whispers were now a cacophony, each voice adding to the terror that threatened to consume her. Heart pounding, Sarah knew she had to escape. She bolted for the front door, her breath hitching with every step. Just as she reached for the handle, the door slammed shut with a deafening thud. Trapped, Sarah turned to face the shadows. They crept closer, their whispering now a deafening roar. "Join us!" they chanted. With nowhere to run, and her strength waning, Sarah fell to her knees. The last thing she saw before darkness engulfed her was the face of a man, twisted in agony, formed entirely from the shadows. The mansion at the edge of Ravenswood remained silent as the fog lifted, and by dawn, there was no trace of Sarah. The townsfolk knew better than to ask questions. They simply drew their curtains tight and waited for the next night of whispers.